No Democrat is going to be around when it comes to this one right here.
Of a story we first brought you on Friday, a 2-week multi-agency operation recovered a record number of children from dangerous situations right here in the Bay Area. 8 on Your Side went undercover with investigators as many of the children were being exploited by human traffickers. News Channel 8's Jeff Patterson is in Tampa with more. Jeff.
Good evening, Stacey. 60 children were rescued in this 2-week operation that spanned Hillsborough, Pinellas, and Pasco counties. 60 children taken out of incredibly dangerous situations that some people have called a living nightmare. It's an operation that took months of planning to identify at-risk children and the people putting them there.
Kids that were in critical danger, many the victims of trafficking, many missing kids.
The U.S. Marshal Service organized the operation with the help of law enforcement agencies on both sides of the bay. 20 agencies, more than 100 people involved in rescuing 60 at-risk children and arresting 8 people. Our cameras were there as...
Y'all nasty, bro. Y'all sick. Y'all nasty and y'all sick. Honestly. Y'all nasty and y'all sick. For people that yo, I just never understood it. I never understood it a day in my life. First of all, this ain't uncommon in the Bay Area. It ain't uncommon in Oakland. It ain't uncommon in none of these people. Yo, people be getting trafficked and stuff over there in the open. And we have such a so much red tape and a bureaucratic process that it's hard to be able to rescue these people from their circumstances. Y'all are monsters, bro. Real talk. People that like kids or people that rock out with kids, yo, y'all some different type of people, bro. Honestly, I don't get it. I don't get it, man. What is the obsession with little girls and little boys? Let's throw that in there because they're not exempt. What is the obsession? $60 kids. And now you know it's hundreds of thousands, if not millions more missing, right? What is the obsession with kids, bro? How did this become a thing? I know I'm asking the wrong crowd chasing tens, but I'm just saying, like, it's a rhetorical question because, yo, these got to be the sickest people in the world, bro. It's got to be the sickest people in the world, man. Look at that. Look, they got little kid outfits on. Little kid outfits on, bro. You know what the worst part of this law enforcement agency having to rile this in or wrangle this in or get this thing together and all of this stuff? You know what the difficult part about this is that they probably, while they were building this operation to ultimately do these raids, they probably had to sit there and endure through watching and witnessing people getting trafficked before they could actually build a case that would stick and hold people accountable or to ensure that they were rescuing the right people. I don't get it, man. I don't get it, bro. I genuinely don't get it. If you've ever spoken at a school as a grown man and you see these little girls, they be fast and but it's like, okay, so you fast, but you still a kid, and they be fast in front of the little boys and all of this other stuff. You still a child. You're a child. They sleep at night. They sleep at night. Hey, Wyatt. They sleep at night. That's why I have so much respect for police officers and people that see some of the most vile things and the most vile criminals that I've ever seen in my life, bro. It's nasty. It's filthy.
Children were recovered and arrests made.
Look at this grown man being trafficked. The 8 people
were recovered and arrests made.
Look at that's a grown man, dog. That's a grown man right there, bro.
The majority were being trafficked. The 8 people that we arrested, it wasn't just a child. Some of them had multiple children working for them. You know, in the old days, we used to call these people pimps. Now we call them human traffickers, but they're criminals.
The 8 people arrested are now charged with crimes ranging from human trafficking to child endangerment and drug possession.
Look at that monster. It's a monster, bro.
These child were underages. If you look at the average age of the offender, well into their late 30s and 40s. And then the age of the children were from 9 to 17.
But the head of the FDLE in Florida says
the ages from 9 to 9, dog. A 9-year-old. David Johnson with no profile picture says Anton. I don't know who Anton is. My name is Anton. Anton is full of S. It's not just the Dems messing with our kids. Both parties are dirty. What are you talking about, bro? What are y'all talking about? Let me just ignore the foolishness. It's so dumb. Any grown man that type in all caps, you need to be castrated, bro.
the operation cannot just stop after 2 weeks.
And this doesn't stop here today. This should continue on and on.
Last week, we showed you an intake facility set up at a daycare facility that offers the children that are taken from this operation, recovered from this operation. It gives them a chance to have food, clothing, medical, and psychological care if they want it. Everyone involved in this operation has told me that the recovery operation is just the start of a long road for these children. Stacey?
And Jeff, 60 children, that sounds like a very, very big number. Any idea how many more who are out there from the Bay Area who are considered at risk?
Well, we're told that those 60 children, that's a record number, the largest number recovered in an operation like this across the United States. And the people with this operation, the U.S. Marshal Service tells me that they believe that they recovered 90% of the children that they are after, but there are still more children that are out there. They're working to identify them and recover them as well. Stacey?
All right. Jeff Patterson reporting in Tampa. Thank you.
Many families have waited to hear for more than a year on today's arrest. News Channel's Nicole Rogers continues our coverage live in Tampa tonight. Nicole, how are some of the victims' families handling this big news?
Josh, just relief. You know, many of these heartbreaking stories have similar storylines. It all starts in tragedy, and then the family gets compensated, and then all that money vanishes. Tonight, some of the families we spoke with say they are relieved and hope that this is just one step closer to what they hope ends in justice. Countless stories with two men at the center of it all. Leo Gavoni, a man accused of taking over $100 million from disabled people and their families.
All right, I don't want to get into that no more. But all I'm saying is, it's nasty, bro. It's 100% trash. I don't understand people that traffic children, bro. Like, I can't figure it out, and I've always tried to understand what's wrong with them. Like, you know, how are you able to sleep at night? What is the whole thing about it?
More than 100 people involved in rescuing 60 at-risk children and arresting 8 people. Our cameras were there.
I don't understand it, bro. They're the most vulnerable amongst us. It's the people that need us the most. It's the ones that's the most impressionable. And you willing to put them out there in the street, and then there's people that's out there willing to actually participate with them. I didn't realize how big it was. I remember when the movie Taken had came out. I don't know if y'all remember Taken with Liam Neeson. And that movie had came out, and it had showed, you know, it was like a large spotlight because, you know, trafficking and all of that stuff. That made me scared to ever let my child go travel by themselves or go out of the country with their friends and all of that type of stuff. Like, I was just like, yo, when my daughter get older, I'm just definitely aware I would just go with them and all of that type of stuff, bro. And so I don't understand it. I don't understand it. It's weird and it's normalized. It's normalized. And it's normalized within the black community, especially too, and the white community. It ain't even a face for it. They look different. They all look different. It's dudes that's street dudes, and they prefer their chicks to be super young. And it's grown men that got professional jobs, and they want their chick right after they turn 18. And I'll be like even girls that's 18, let's say they legal, y'all. Because I would like to know from the guys. Any brave soul that would like to give us some understanding and some insight on what it is, let me know. Give me some insight. I would love for you to come up and explain it to me. If you are a man that is above the age of 30 and you 30, 40, 50 years old, and you like women or girls that are under the age of 20, I would like to know why. I want to know why. I want to know what that looks like. If you are a guy that is above the age of 30, but you prefer a girl that is under the, let's say 22, under the age of 22, under the age of 21, a 21-year-old, 19, 18, she's legal, can't even buy alcohol. Let me know. I want to know why. I would like to hear your perspective and insight.